The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, rockers and cockers? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that notification button, smash the like button. Follow us on any and all the social media I have linked down below. And if you have a song, band, or a video that you'd like me to check out, get over to the Discord server, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, read the pinned message, drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. Today's Discord suggestion is coming from Kupo Flupo, call sign Viking. Says, hey man, I love what you said about Blackbriar. So today we are back with Blackbriar, and we're checking out a track called Selkie. I believe that is a mythical Scottish creature who shapeshifts between a human and, very specifically, a seal. So today it is Blackbriar, Selkie on the Wyldeside. Let's check it out.
On shore is where he waited, for he was captivated by a woman in sealskin. When she was bathing in the morning light, he asked her, would you be my wife? She said, the ocean's where I belong, with me you cannot come along. She swam away and kindly waved, so long, so long. And he said, Selkie, please come along with me. Selkie, please come along with me. On shore is where he waited, for he was captivated by a woman in sealskin. Months turned into years, all his longing felt severe, until the day she came to land and shed her skin, lying in the sand. He stole what he believed
There you go. Blackbriar with the tragic tale of Selkie, the Scottish myth of the human shape-shifting into a seal, but only when it puts the seal skin on. I believe I have that correct. Let me know down below in the comments everything you know about the mythology of Selkie. I find it fascinating that when you read about or learn about the mythology behind that, you say to yourself, oh, that's My Little Mermaid. That's Little Mermaid. That's Hans Christian Andersen, right? But what it should tell you is how humans are so alike that it doesn't matter where you live, there is some sort of mythological sea creature luring men, excuse me, whether they're sirens or whatever you call them. I love that fascinating mythology behind the story of the title. And I've always said I just watched The Bounty with Mel Gibson and Anthony Hopkins and Daniel Day-Lewis and Liam Neeson. It's crazy how stacked that film is. But I was watching that movie, and it was the scene where the islanders, the Tahitians, were greeting them, and they were bringing out their ladies. And I was like, that's how you get colonized, bro. But it's amazing how if I stick you on a boat for 6 months out in the ocean and a manatee swims by, it might look a little feminine at night or with the waves or something like that. So I understand the source of the mythology, and I appreciate how far-reaching that concept is and how differently people take it. You know, we're all the same, yet we experience, interpret, and see things differently. You know, you can hear a song like this, and I'll get to that beautiful song, by the way. This is a beautiful harmonic power ballad. It really is. You can say that the song is literal, and it's just telling you the basic story of Selkie. You can also say that the song is metaphorical for human love, for human interaction. You know, we put on a skin when we start dating. When we meet someone, we're basically wearing a skin. We're putting on our best, you know. And then as the time goes by, we shed that skin and we become who we really are. And then after a while, you may realize this may not be what I want to be, and I need to put that skin back on and go back into that ocean. That could be the metaphor, you know. It could just be literal. It could be a lonely guy on a Scottish island saw a seal and was like, hey, you know, not too bad, not too shabby. But I don't think so. I think it's more metaphorical, more esoteric. And what Blackbriar has done with a simple mythological tale is take it and create such a beautiful soundtrack to the concept, which is difficult to do. It's easy to write a story. It's not easy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disparage authors such as Hans Christian Andersen. But it's one thing to write the story. It's another to create the theme, the soundtrack to it. They're quite different dynamics. And when I say harmonic metal power ballad, this is a great example of that. Even though it's a folk tale, the story of the tale itself is ballad-esque. And they do such a really good job of creating what power ballads really need. What power ballads really call for is a conflict of heft, a conflict of energies, a conflict of tone and style. You need that conflict in there. You need that really heavy foundation, that bodacious foundation, while on top of it is that beautiful, light, clean, emotional vocal or guitar work being done over top of that darker, the more serious tones. Whereas the vocals are carrying the story and the tone of the story. They're more emotional. Whereas the band, the rest of the song, is going to be a little bit more bass. And I mean bass, I don't mean bass treble mid. I mean bass as in the bass, the foundation. I wrote down balanced vocals between power and light. She does a really good job of creating heft to the innocence, if that makes any sense. So she does this really cool lilt of a vocal, and then she comes into that thick, wide, textured vocal, and there's no real drop-off in dynamic. while the rest of the band is flowing through that vocal, she's harmonizing with that foundation. And it really puts together this wonderful, straightforward, melodic, metal, folk power ballad. I mean, it's again, I've talked about this in our live streams, which is why you should have the notifications on, about how the further we get away from the beginnings of rock and roll, metal, whatever you want to call it, the further we get away from that, meaning the more we put into that cauldron of mixture, the more influenced modernity will become. So as we grow musically, bands such as Blackbriar will contain many elements of many vibes in the past, from progressive to symphonic to the power ballad to the straight 3-chord rock and roll song. All of that is contained in this one track. And it's wonderful to hear. It's wonderful to hear a band like Blackbriar take a classic mythological tale and create a modern soundtrack to it. It's cool to hear how much influence is in modern music when you go back and you're like, okay, I hear that, I hear this, I hear this. There's so much reverence and so much respect in the implementation of that influence that when it comes through a track like this, you can't help but to be awed by the ability to take all of that influence, a folk tale, and put it into a very comprehensive, cohesive, melodic track that is appealing and emotional at the same time. So thank you very much, Kupo Flupo callsign Viking, for getting us back with Blackbriar. That was Blackbriar with Selkie. And if you, like Kupo Flupo, have a suggestion, get over to Discord, follow the directions. I'll get to it when I can. Make sure you are following on any and all the social media I have linked down below. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button, smash the like button, and most importantly, get down in that comment section. Let me know everything I need to know about Blackbriar, Selkie. Throw me some horns. You know the deal, man. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the east side of Music City, USA. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.